The chicken broth.
Don't blame the chicken broth.
Yeah.
Most people that drink chicken broth drink Chardonnay.
Yeah.
Dude, the chicken broth was amazing. That was fucking phenomenal.
Cougar juice. That's why I don't drink. You know, I don't drink Chardonnay. You know, like on Sideways when he goes, I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot. I don't drink Chardonnay. Okay, I got you a special blindfold.
Oh, God, you're blindfolding me? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm game. Here we go. Oh, it's pink.
Yeah?
It looks white in my glasses. You should have told me to bring my blindfold.
I was trying to, it was too late. I was going to try to get one that had like a funny eyes or something.
Is this what your sister smells like?
Oh my God.
It's your sister's. I can smell the makeup.
We're going to have to cut that.
Nope, that's staying in.
Okay. This game is called Hood Snacks.
Hood snacks?
Yeah.
I don't want no fucking crunchy corn nuts. I fucking hate corn nuts.
I almost got those, so you don't have to worry. I won't spoil it. You don't have to worry about that.
I know hood snacks, bro. I grew up in the hood a little bit.
Let's find out.
It's a flaming hot Cheeto. It's a Cheeto.
You think it's Cheeto?
No, it's an off-brand. Is that a Taki?
One more guess.
One more. Oh, it's is it Funyun? No.
You got it.
Yeah, it's Funyun.
Okay, let's see what else we got in here. Trying to think of the order.
Yeah, order's important, right?
Yeah.
I didn't think you were gonna go coconut first.
Oh, this will be fun. All right.
I love Funyuns. That wasn't the shape of a Funyun, though. How did you get the Funyun in a fucking...
You can taste shapes?
Yeah, that wasn't... that was straight. That's why I was confused. It wasn't a perfect, like, circle like Funyun. It's a gummy bear of some sort.
Yeah. Can you taste the flavor?
It's got a little... Is that the Mexican candy coated ones?
Oh man, you guessed right.
Yeah, I love those.
Chamoy.
Dude, yeah, chamoy. Dude,
Okay.
I grew up on hood snacks. Come on.
You're doing good so far. This is really hard.
No, that's fucking peanut. It's coated peanut. Give it to... I don't know the name of this. But it's a coated peanut.
You got it.
What's the name of it?
This one in particular is called Tamaño Gigante Picosito.
I can't even fucking say...
Cacahuates estilo japonés.
Yeah, I just buy them. Let me get another one of those. Those are delicious.
Right? Crumble these up. Put it on something.
Dude, I'm gonna put this on the fucking beef tartare. It's gonna be delicious.
Okay, let's see here.
Hold on. I need a drink. I'm gonna wash my mouth after that one. Yo, your sister smells nice.
Oh my god.
What's next? This is a chicharron.
You just know from the feeling?
Yep.
Okay,
I practice all my senses, bro.
You just got 3 more. This one you're gonna get.
I just got chicharron. What you mean?
This. This.
No, give me another one.
No? Thought you would get this one really easy.
It's very airy,
Yeah.
but it didn't taste like a Cheeto. It's a weird shape. It's got the texture of a Funyun. It has no flavor.
No flavor.
Oh, it's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Taki?
Nope.
What is it?
Close though. This is flaming hot fries.
Oh, they fucking squared it off.
Yeah.
It tastes flaming hot.
Okay.
Emphasis on the flaming, not very hot.
This one you have to really close your eyes, and
I can't see anything.
I know. But this one I have to put in your mouth, and you have to take a bite. Okay.
Okay. I gotta bite it.
Yeah. Ready? It's coming.
You put your dick in my mouth. I'm gonna punch you.
Ah!
Oh God.
That was for the sister jokes.
Yeah, that's one of those beef jerky, those beef fucking sausages from 7-Eleven.
Yeah, you got a meat stick.
Yeah.
That one was especially. I was like, yeah.
So we have video of me shoving a meat stick in my mouth.
Yeah. Now. Okay, last one.
At least it smelled like your sister.
Oh. We're gonna have to cut out.
I'm not cutting any of this out. This is heavy.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
No. It should be very chewable. This one.
The flaming hot has messed my mouth up. Give me one more. This is a high chew?
You got it.
Yeah. Bro.
You win.
I'm fucking hood snacked up.
And for playing, you get to have the rest of this meat stick.
Oh.
Congratulations.
I knew it. Yeah. A fucking bologna stick.
There you go. Congratulations.
Good job.
You won the hood snacks except for the flame, the one that I thought you would get, but it was a shape.
It was the shape that threw me off. Put it in my mouth. I was like, why is this so square? I can taste shapes. You can't taste colors, but I can taste shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Another shot?
Yeah, before we go. You got to work out.
Hold on.
I got to work.
Okay, what inspires you? What's your culinary inspiration? You can't say Anthony Bourdain.
Well, easy answer is yes, Anthony Bourdain, because that was the book. When I read that book, I think I told that story last time. But
yeah, that sparked
that sparked it.
The passion. But
what
like,
keeps me going?
What's the drive?
I got two answers. One,
clearly it's me. Look at the way you're dressed.
you're my inspiration for my fashion sense today. But no, this is good. So what keeps me driven in food is
God, that's terrible.
like took another giant bite. It's so bad.
Such a big bite. I just feel like I ate a whole pack of bologna.
Oh God, you're gonna have nasty burps later.
And farts.
Oh, no. My inspiration is that, and I might have touched on this a little bit last time, but food is a catalyst. I want the food to be as good as possible. I want to do my best. I want it to look as good as it can, taste as good as it can. But really, what it is sometimes you don't often remember all of what you've eaten, right? But you remember who you were with.
Yeah.
And you remember why you were sharing that meal. You remember having a good time with that person. You know, you might not see them often. You see them once in a while, but you know, you shared the wine, you broke the bread. For me, that's kind of like when I get bummed or I'm tired or, you know, I'm feeling uninspired. I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Right? Like all these different things. When I'm getting down, I always remember the reason I do it is because I care about people and I want to show them that I love them. And I think that when you're around a table sharing a meal, that's like one of the best things in life. You remember those things. You might not remember, like I said, you might not remember everything you ate. You remember it's at least good, but you remember who you shared it with. You remember what you talked about. You know?
I love that.
The other inspiration is just random things in nature or art. I will say that I love the art topic in food. One of my first mentor, I'll never forget it, and it's something that I apply, is he said, don't confuse being an artist with being artistic. And
elaborate.
For me, I think what it meant for me in food is some people do it because they have that prima donna thing, and I'm an artist and I'm creative.
Look at you right now.
Yeah. But food, I think for me is can be an art. There's art to it, but I think it's more artistic in the sense that there's a lot of things that you have to do to get to before it's art. In the sense of like food is math, it's chemistry, it's biology, it's physics. And so those
That's why I suck at it.
And I think those things, it's kind of like you have to know the rules before you break the rules, right? And
but I disagree with that part because I think that's why I did so well season 6 of MasterChef is I didn't know the rules and I was breaking all of them.
mm-hmm.
I was so naive. I was breaking all of them. And then this last time when I was in there, all the rules of food were in my head and it slowed me down. Even though I was still working fast and I did shit in 45 minutes that was insane.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I could have done more if I didn't give a fuck about the rules. But I think I cared more about the rules. I think with food, this is my true honest opinion, I think with food, fuck the rules. If it tastes good, it's good.
Yeah. No, and I agree with that. It's just a personal philosophy for me. It's like, but it's like you can say exactly what you said, but if you don't know how to scramble an egg properly, right? And then you fuck that up, and then you put some ketchup on it or some shit, make it look pretty.
Well, yeah, but you're putting ketchup on your egg. You're not eating eggs. You're eating ketchup.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I mean, though. It's
but
like
you're not going to make it far with that.
No.
But
it's a balance of both.
But if you're like, I've never scrambled an egg, but I'm going to throw a lot of butter in this pan and I'm going to cook it slow until they're right.
That's instinct. I think that's different, and that's also applicable though.
Yeah.
I think you and I and people that go on that show, people that go on MasterChef, obviously there's different levels of talent, but I think a lot of them have instinct. I think a lot of them have, like you said, it called you, right?
Yeah. No, the instinct was there.
Well, and the other thing I'll tell you, as far as maybe this will, while you're thinking, with inspiration, is just taking walks wherever that is. And I know that sounds funny, but like, if you're in a city, think about it. Say you're walking through San Francisco. Why is this so funny? Taking a walk?
Field. You're like, you know what else really inspires me? Taking a walk.
Yeah.
What if you're in Florida?
Well, then you're probably gonna make some shitty food. Sorry, no disrespect. Sorry, Florida. But no, like really, like taking in the sights, the smells, you see the textures, you see the colors, you see the graffiti, or if you're walking on the beach and you see, magic hour of the sun going down, right? And it lights up the little seaweed pods. And I know it sounds, but see, but this is what I mean about don't confuse artistic with, don't confuse art with being an artist and being artistic. That's kind of what I mean. It's that balance. You take in these weird little nuanced things, but then you apply the shit that is an art to it, and I think that's where you make good food. It's right in the middle of that.
Yeah. Damn it, I was saying something that was gonna be really good and your sister interrupted.
It was probably about Elon Musk.
No, it wasn't about Elon Musk.
You're like, what inspires me is Elon Musk's voice.
No, it doesn't. Damn it, Adrien.
Well, you have any other questions for me before we go, or you want some more meat stick, or thank you for having me.
Sounds like we should wrap this up, huh? I had some other great questions for you, though. I was thinking of them last night.
You didn't write them down?
No, I thought I had them. I thought I just had them.
I got time. You can. I'll talk. I'm on 11, like I told you. I've had shots. I'm dressed up.
Well,
do
you have
me.
any other questions?
Not for you.
My series regular, everybody, Adrien.
Coming back.
Always.
Biggest Loser. Or can I say Biggest Loser? I can't, can I?
A bunch. You're the biggest.
I'm the biggest bunch,
of the bunch.
Biggest of the bunch loser. I'll take it.
Fuck, I was on something. I might ask Mike to come in and rewind the tape. I don't know. What was I fucking saying? Anyway. Yeah, you should know what that tastes like.
I do. I'm curious.
He just bit off the tip.
It's called a Tijuana Mama. Oh my god, it's a pickled sausage.
It's a pickled. It was.
Ooh.
It's kind of good.
Ooh.
Like, after it marinates in your mouth, it's kind of good.
Oh, that's almost fermenty.
Yeah, you like fermented shit.
Yeah, but not that. Oof. Not gonna be happy.
What's something you want to do with food?
Hmm.
Like, is there anything you want to specifically accomplish with food?
That's a great question. I don't know about specifically accomplish. I think obviously a lot of us have charitable or like grandiose like ideas that we want to do to improve the world. You know, things such as waste, right? So there was a place I worked at in San Francisco that we helped open up, and it was a great idea. It came from a great place, but you can become zealot with anything. And they were a little over the top with like, no this, no that. Like I couldn't cook with alliums, I couldn't sear. But one thing they did turn me on to that, and it's still daunting now, like even with all the stuff I just brought you, was they were talking about packaging. And if anything, if we can come up with a better, if I could have any part in that, that would be one accomplishment. Is, you know, you go to the store, everything just comes in so much trash.
Well, it goes back to, like I said, the capitalistic society, right?
Yeah.
Like, if companies were willing to sacrifice just a small margin of their profit, they could put their shit in completely biodegradable plastics.
Yeah, that's something I don't understand. They have the money. They could fund the research.
Like my cookie, the cookie, once it's baked and cooled, goes into a square plastic fresh seal bag. That bag is completely biodegradable. Like literally, if you run it under the sink long enough, it just dissolves.
Nice.
It costs. It doesn't even cost that much. It costs a little bit more than a knot, right? But that's why, like, there's so many reasons why my cookie is expensive. High quality ingredients, like we use really good flour. Like I don't buy the cheap, ultra processed flour. Like, I'm buying good flour. I buy good butter. We get good eggs. Like, we support all those businesses, and I charge a little bit more for my cookie, but you taste it in the final product. You taste it, and you see it in my employees. Like, they feel good about it, and you see it in, like, when my wife is talking about the cookie, like, she doesn't feel like we're scamming somewhere along the way. When you have all these products hanging in the 7-Eleven, it's like the board meetings that they're having is, how can we get a cheaper package? That's all they're talking about. How do we get a cheaper package? How do we get a cheaper ingredient? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to call out Christina Tosi, but I've heard from the inside that she's changed a lot of her ingredients so they can ship around the country, and there's a lot of new preservatives in their stuff, and it's like, so you can make more money,
profit over what might be better,
right? But that's the decisions. Those are hard decisions to make, especially when you're like, I also get it from her standpoint, is like, you're building something and you got to
have
money.
Investors, right? You have people on the board, right, and sometimes you get outvoted.
So again, there's all these keyboard warriors that go get upset at people
when they don't really know the full story.
When they have no idea.
Yeah.
And goes back to daddy.
Yeah.
He's at Twitter doing shit. We have no idea.
You have to call him daddy from now on.
Fine. I'm going to get a shirt made that says Elon is daddy, and I'm going to wear it.
Just daddy, and then a little mini mural of him on right here. Boom.
I think Elon is daddy is a funnier shirt.
Okay.
Are you going to get that made for me?
I might wear one next time. Next time I come back, we can wear matching shirts.
But that's the thing. He's doing shit at Twitter. We have no fucking idea, and everyone has a fucking opinion. And it's like, you guys haven't walked 30 seconds in his shoes, let alone you couldn't last a whole day with this dude. Like, fuck off.
Okay, no more Elon. The other thing I was going to tell you when you're telling a story. That's something I want to accomplish with food. There's a story to tell.
What story do you want to tell? Here's my thought with you from the outside, and this is just friend to friend. This is I love hanging out with you, and I love working with you, and all that.
Oh, thanks. We should take shots.
Just take shots to that. That's fucking great. I love working with you. I mean, look, like, and Johnny even called me before he had worked with you, and he was like, "How's Adrien?" And I hadn't worked with you yet, and then I did work with you, and I immediately after the first time we worked together, I called Johnny and I said, "Yo, he's the shit." I was
appreciate that, man.
well, because I mean, I know we both come from MasterChef. I know what it takes. Like, I also know how daunting it can be. I know how it fucks with your life. It fucks with your mentality. Like, and those are hard struggles. And I know that you've been going through a lot with family and, you know, relocating. All of that sometimes translates in food. And like, there's other chefs that gets the best of them. That has not gotten the best of you. You are still fucking A+ in the kitchen. And so immediately I called Johnny. I was like, yo, he's going to be your number one. I was like, put this dude on your list. Like, he's awesome. So cheers to that.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
What I think as a friend from the outside is like, you want the white whale, right? You want that. You want like the client I have. I would call my client like the white whale. It's the best job ever. Set goals to get there, small goals, and like know them, write them down, like sleep with them. Like when someone asks what's next, like, you know, like literally what's next, because those little things add to it. Like when Chef Lee, you know, when Lee brought me in, I had no idea where the fuck I was going, and he showed me the private world, and I had the same thought. I want the white whale. But I didn't even know that like that was a thing yet. I was like, I just need a private chef gig, and then I got it, and I got like the most miserable one ever. The person wanted well done filet mignon every day, and at first I was super green about it. I was like, I'm gonna cook the best fucking well done filet mignon. Like, they're gonna love this. Like, they're gonna say, like, even though he's cooking it well done, it's the best. And my whole goal is that if someone that likes medium rare steak, like, they would eat this well done filet and they'd be happy with it. And that was my goal every day with that guy. But every day, like, it just took a piece of my soul. And then eventually I was like, this is not right. This is not good. And then it was like, okay, what's next? What's next? And then it was just like small little goals that led to, it was like, and Lee said to me also, and this is actually good advice that I can share with you right now, is when you land that full-time private gig, not the white whale, but when you land the next full-time private gig, that's not the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at it like you're going to be there forever.
Keep going.
Not even keep going. Just know that it's going to end. And it may be on your terms. It may be on their terms. You won't know. But just know when you start it, like, don't get too attached. Because when you get attached, that's when you know you've got the whale. But the next one is not the whale,
right?
Because you gotta go through the shit clients before you get the good one. Because how else do you know what the whale is, right?
Right. You have to know what's
sometimes
what's bad before you know what's good.
Correct. Because like with this client, if I didn't know what it was like to cook for the athlete, if I didn't know it was like to cook for the ambassador or the royalty, whatever, the pop singer, like, cooked for all those.
Mm-hmm.
Without Lee's voice in my head, I could have thought every one of those was the fucking end all, right? Yeah. Especially the athlete, because it was the most money and it felt the most glamorous because of the other basketball players that came through the house and the other superstars that came through and the DJ. And I was like, this is fucking wild. But it was so stressful and the hours were so long that it was actually killing me. I was going to burn out. If I was still on that job, I'd have burnt out by now. And but with Lee's voice in my head, it was like, this is temporary. This is temporary. And then when that fucking whale shows up, which it's in your future. Set the goals for it. You'll get it. Yeah. It's like, make sure you're on all the agencies' radars. Even though, like, I didn't get mine through it, but it's a stepping stone. And then obviously just, working with other chefs in the business, that helps. Like, working with Johnny, working with me, like, we get emails all the time. There's so many emails I've got that I haven't sent you because I know that it's just going to fuck your shit up. Right. Like, I know you'll take it, you'll go do it, but it's not the right gig. It's
Yeah.
in like, yeah, like I read it, it's like 5 kids, they want this, that, and it's like, I'm not even gonna pass that along. Because you'll do it. I know you. You'll go. You're like, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Saving your ass. What are you gonna do when you're done with food?
Oh, I've thought about that too. I thought, my only real passions are food and what food does. Like I said, bringing people together, the storytelling. I'm really in love with wine. Just the whole idea of it. It's very romantic to me. You know what I mean? Something about the vineyards and the soil. And
Have you done any somm classes?
No, but that's on my radar. That's on my radar to do next. And the other thing is traveling. So the only other thing I thought of is I know some people that have been flight attendants, but they loved it and they love the benefits and they retire and they still get to just get on a plane and for relatively lower cost than everyone else. Those are the only real things I've thought about. The only other thing is maybe things that I did before cooking and somehow apply it in tandem or in parallel with what I'm doing now. Like I said, the storytelling is when I was going to school and majoring in philosophy, I wanted to write. I wanted to be a writer. Sorry, let me move this closer.
Yeah, you can turn it down too. I just realized it's up from. Yep, spin that. Well, that works too.
There we go. That's better. Turn it up slightly.
You like writing?
Yeah, and so when I told you storytelling, that's kind of an idea. I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like when you say all of it, right, it's just something
someone else does it,
or something happens to it. But writing and storytelling and food in some way. So I think food will always be there for me.
Yeah,
I think it's always going to be something about that's always going to be a part of my life. But
I've always wanted to cook on a cruise. I love cruise ships.
You do? I've never been on one.
Really?
It sounds a little, for me, that kind of like island fever kind of thing. I hear it's a good time though, because it's good restaurants and pools and bars and
it's amazing. The boats are so big. Like when you get like the new Norwegian ones that hold like 4,500 guests and 2,500 staff. I mean, you're talking like 7,000 people on a fucking boat, and you don't feel it. You feel like you're just in a building.
Yeah.
You feel like you're just in a building, and there's all this shit to do, and you go see shows, and you go eat amazing food, and you gamble, and you go to the pool or the hot tub, you go get a massage. The gyms are insane. Like there's a track. Like some of the newer ones, they got go-karts and fucking, I mean, there's so much stuff to do that you have to walk to the edge of the boat and look out at the water to remember you're on the fucking water.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Because you get so caught up. Were they still doing the MasterChef cruise when you were?
I'm the more days that go by, the more I get mad at MasterChef.
So I have a follow-up question, but why? Why do you get upset?
Don't forget the follow-up question.
Yeah.
The tour, the cruise, pop-ups, like out of all the Master Chefs, I mean, obviously Christine, I'm not talking about winners, because winners have a different, they get like a little help. I'm not talking about winners. I'm talking about people that have not won. The losers, I think I've done the most pop-ups in the most amount of cities and the most amount of countries, because I've done pop-ups in Canada and Mexico as well. I've done the most cities. Like I could run a full pop-up tour with the current Master Chefs.
Mm-hmm.
People watch the show. They fall in love with the people, but they can't try their food unless they have enough money to fly one of these people out and cook for them, which a lot of people flew me out to cook for them. I mean, I did that for like 2.5 years straight. I did nothing else but fly to people's homes.
Mm-hmm.
All like, and I'm talking far. If we put on a tour, they do this tour, but it's cooking on stage in front of a bunch of people. People buy tickets, come watch basically a MasterChef episode live. They still don't get to try the food.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
It would be so easy to take like a fan favorite from multiple seasons and hit the road, put a tequila company behind it, put a wine company behind it, get Hexclad pans behind it. Because you know what question I get the most when I'm in people's homes? What pans do you use? Hey, Hexclad. Hey, Hexclad. I love / am over all the Gordon Ramsay commercials. Like, obviously, he's got a stake in the company.
Yeah.
Take this shit out on the road and do events.
Yeah. I think I'm picking up on what you're saying, and you're absolutely right. And MasterChef has the tools, the resources, the money. They could be like, hey, in New York, we're going to put these people together. There's going to be a pop-up.
Right.
In this city, this city,
honestly,
this city.
Not in a egotistical way, but like my whole life has geared up to this. Like, I could be that person for MasterChef. Come to me, let's sign the fucking deal. I'll put on these events all around the country, and they'll be huge. They'll be huge, but I know how to do it. Like, I've done it on my own without them. Could you imagine if I had the money from a tequila company and Hexclad and MasterChef behind and we promoted it? They would look out, fucking Lollapalooza. We got the fucking the real MasterChef tour. This shit that they're doing right now, parading these little juniors around, I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, I could do wonders, but I'm kind of offended because like literally they research us before we go do the show, which a lot of people don't understand how invasive they get into our lives. I mean, I sent them video of my fucking closet, under my bed, my bathroom.
What? But wait, why?
My refrigerator.
Why your closet and under your bed?
They asked for it.
What?
I gave them so much video of my fucking life. It was like, I showed them all the touring, all the stuff. So I'm kind of offended that they literally know every little detail behind the scenes. I'm the best person for this job. I haven't even gotten asked to do the tour.
Is this something you talked about? There was a text thread. It's something we could produce. I'm not going to tell that idea here because I think it's a good idea. But
wait, tell me the idea. We'll edit it out.
Is when I can't remember who was all on the thread, but we were talking about all runner-ups versus runner-ups, like one season of all the runner-ups.
Oh yeah.
A
season of runner-ups.
Yeah, I mean you can leave that in if you want, but maybe
it'll make them do it. Let's fucking go.
Or you said produce it ourselves. So what I was going to ask you is this: the pop-up thing. Is this something we can do where we can get some kind of sponsorships or something? Every major city, get as many people from the area as possible to come and put on a dinner for a week or a month or something?
Well, here's the thing, and this is the problem with having the white whale, is I don't want to lose that job right now.
Exactly.
Whatever I leave this for, it has to be
better.
It has to replace it financially.
Yeah.
So the answer is not no, but it's like, can we get the fucking $1 million contract and make it happen?
Yeah.
So,
but see, that's what I don't understand. If we tried to do it, MasterChef might be like, no, you can't for whatever.
No, we would have to. This is what we would have to do. We would have to put a deck together. We'd have to put the cities together. We'd basically have to put together a business plan. We have to do all the work. We'd have to go to MasterChef and license it, and then they would take a lot of it. So we'd have to like really go to bargain. We'd have to bargain with them big time.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we might not like
the deal,
and then that gets squashed. And I think maybe that's the reason they've not come to me, because in the past when they did, like, I read the contract and I said no. Like, after MasterChef season 6, their company that does they threw me a contract and they were like, we want to do this. And I was like, okay. So I was like, what are you doing for me? They're like, no, when stuff comes in, we handle it for you. I was like, so I still gotta go get it? They're like, yeah. And I was like, and you're taking this percentage? They're like, yeah. I was like, I'm good. I was the first one to ever turn them down.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
But that's the music business. The music business forever has just been so cutthroat. Everyone's stealing from everybody. I mean, when you have people like Taylor Swift that's upset with contracts with Spotify, like, it's bad. It's bad. So there was one time, my guitar player's dad, he's a Emmy award-winning producer, shit ton of Emmys. We won this Battle of the Bands, and we got to perform at this big fucking show in Reno, Nevada,
Mm-hmm.
and it was put on, I don't remember what network, but we got voted best unsigned band in the country. They were doing this whole it was going to air on this whole TV show, whatever. They hadn't sent us a contract. And my guitar player's dad says to us, be careful. He goes, 15 minutes before you go on stage, they're going to hand you a contract, and they're going to want the rights to whatever you perform on stage for forever and in perpetuity. And we were like, that's wild. We're like, okay, but we haven't gotten a contract yet.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that. I'm not fucking shitting you to the fucking T. We were dressed, stage ready, done sound check. The place is packed. We're about to go on stage, and this guy in a suit comes over and goes, hold on. Before you play, we got to have you sign this because we got to have the rights.
Sneaky.
We got to have the rights to air it. And we're like, hold on, we got to read this. And like, it was nothing short of a 19 Entertainment contract. It was like,
we own you. We
own everything you do on that stage, and forever. And I mean, we were already versed in music contracts. We'd seen enough of them. We read through it. We called his dad. He was like, yep. We crossed it out. We're like, you can take these things out and we'll perform. And then, I mean, we delayed the whole show, like, I don't know, an hour maybe. And they were calling their lawyers. They were re-amending the contract, sending it back. I mean, it was a back and forth. So I think, like, I don't know, maybe MasterChef knows not even to fuck with me like that. So I don't know what I asked one of the people that's out on the tour, and I think they did like 30 dates and they only got $2,000.
Damn.
I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, you'd have to pay me $2,000 a date.
And they can get that money.
Of course they can.
Yeah. My follow-up question was, who from any of the seasons would you like to compete against with one category, let's say just for fun, just, having some funsies with someone?
Who's judging?
That's also, good question. I don't have the answer to that. So we'll get back to that. So one answer
is a public judge?
Maybe. I don't know. But the other category is, who do you want to compete against to beat the fuck out of them?
Well, first of all, I already did. But if we had the right judges, I'd go against Claudia again.
Oh, shit.
Step right up.
Okay. Who's your funsy one? And it could be multiple.
Oh, for fun?
Yeah, just to fuck around, and no titles, no nothing. Just, we're gonna make some food, and some people are gonna judge it.
Are you judging?
Maybe that's okay. Let's say there's 3 judges. One is also a former MasterChef contestant. One is an actual badass.
You and your painted nails.
Badass chef, and the third person is just a somebody. No culinary background. See this weird.
I think for funsies, I would like to have Dan there. That would be funny. Willie.
Oh, Willie, I love Willie.
Yeah, like all the big personalities. I think those would be fun. Olivia, do you remember Olivia?
Oh, the salad.
The salad bitch.
Yeah. Love her.
That would be fun. I mean, you're judging. You're on the judges panel because you can taste color.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, back to the other one. I would love to be judged by the public with Claudia.
That's a good one.
Like full public panel, blind taste test. They can't see who cooked what. Fucking judge it.
Yeah. Okay. For me, for funsies, would be the runner-up thing. Even just, I would just love to be with all the but even just more so, definitely you. I mean, we kind of competed, but not really in the same sense.
No, and you know what, dude? Your dish was dope.
I'd like to redo it too. I'd like to make a little more finesse on it, but
that you could have. It was kind of rustic.
Yeah. Cooking with you though, cooking with Natasha, Becky Reams, just because I know her.
Natasha? Why Natasha?
It's just she's got some weird kind of latent, like her food just comes out of nowhere, and and she does such a good job. I've cooked with her, like
Yeah, but what do you think about her audition dish?
the cheesecake thing that she
the
did.
deconstructed cheesecake.
Well, I can't really speak on it too much because it's her dish, but what I will say is that, I think like a lot of us, they threw a bunch of information at us, right? And they're like, this, and sign this, and do this, and send us this, and blah, blah, blah. And, she's taking care of the kids. She's halfway around the planet when she's getting this information. And there were some things that I didn't see either. And then she didn't notice that she had to do the dish within a certain amount of time, right? That we were given.
It's always been that way.
Well,
Every MasterChef challenge is a certain amount of time.
yes, but she didn't see the allotted time. It's just from what I understand. She didn't see the allotted amount. And you can't do what she was trying to do in 45 minutes. And so she had to, but that's what they chose for her, right? So like
but she also submitted that dish.
Yes.
Here's the thing though.
She did submit the dish.
So
but
for anyone listening at this point, 2 hours in, you have
we'll cut some shit. We'll cut some Elon shit.
Yeah, MasterChef asks you to submit multiple dishes.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna pick who you're gonna go against.
Right.
They already knew we were all gonna be fucking runners up going against each other.
Right.
So they picked our most difficult dishes that we submitted. Because the dish that I submitted 2 or 3 other dishes, and they picked the hardest fucking dish I had.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still happy about that. But I didn't know how long our time was going to be either. I think you're right. We didn't know how long I was going to be. I thought we were going to have an hour. We have 45 minutes.
And they picked that for her knowing you can't really.
But first of all, she shouldn't have. Okay, in the history of MasterChef, anyone in the future that wants to audition, do not do anything deconstructed. You get cut. They cut deconstructed people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to word it in a different way. Even some of Michael's best stuff. There was one time he said something deconstructed. They gave him shit. They gave him shit for it.
Yeah.
Like when I did the banh mi, I was gonna actually plate it and do it deconstructed, but I was terrified. And then fucking Gordon says to me, Derrick, maybe you should have plated it. And I was like, you fucking knew. You knew.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just don't deconstruct.
Yeah.
Deconstructed cheesecake? What is that? A cheesecake foam and crumble? Dude, honestly, and I'll tell
Which
Natasha,
can be delicious.
But I'll tell Natasha to her face, like what she did, I could have done in 5 minutes. Like it wasn't hard. It was literally whipped flavored cream cheese and a crumble.
Yeah. But like you said earlier with the rule conversation we were talking about, if it's fucking good, it's fucking good.
Yeah. But
in that situation, it was judged
their
against
rules. They're judging on they're judging on everything. Like
right.
If you look at all the steps I put into my fucking dish,
yeah,
like it was an insult that was next to me.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to cook with her again though. And you brought up Michael. I really dig Michael. I'd like to cook with him. I love his energy.
We gotta go down to Austin together with Michael and fucking party
and go just eat. But there's one person that I think who I'm gonna say that I would love to go like in a serious head-to-head competition.
Christian.
Yes, that too. Actually, now that you said that name, yes. But
you would win. Everyone would win. He's not good.
Let's put him more in the back burner though.
He deserves to be on the back burner.
Luca.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd like to go up. Anyone out there want to put it together? Let them know.
I might put that together.
Call them out. Yeah.
Me and Rami are going to judge it.
No. That would be so good.
On that note, we had some fun today.
Yeah.
We drank. We played some games.
You had some meat sticks in your mouth.
I love a good meat stick from Daddy in my mouth.
Oh, man. This episode's going to be chopped up.
There's going to be a lot of good fucking TikToks from it. That's for sure.
I'm happy with that. Let's do it. And we'll do it again. Cheers. Thank you for having me.
Brother.
Appreciate you so much. Thanks for helping me dress up today.
I couldn't help with the scissor jugs. It really smelled like a girl.
Yeah. Next time we can talk about cooking at Burning Man.
Full microphone.
Oh, you want to throw it back in now? We're having some snacks.
You cooked at Burning Man?
Yeah, I cooked at Burning, which is one.
How did that go? Because you got to take everything out. It's pack in, pack out.
So, my really good friend Ben Starr, who was the fan favorite of my season. You throw that name out there, people know him, they love him. I joke that he's the best at life. People just love that.
He's better at life than me?
Oh my God, he's the best. He took me to Burning Man back in 2014.
Wow.
And
I hadn't even been on MasterChef yet.
Oh, so his camp, you have to have, a lot of times you sign up and you're like, this many people, this is my camp. And his camp was called Camp Potluck because you have to contribute in some way creatively. And his concept was we would cook, and not only would we cook for the people in our camp, but anyone that wanted to come by, or especially for the artists that are creating.
Would you barter?
You don't barter, you just give. That's it. You just give, and everyone gives. It's like, this is what I have to give. What do you have to give?
But that's bartering. Give for give.
It's not really a trade. It's just, you don't even have to give me anything. That's the thing.
Okay.
If you're just hungry walking by, you
So
come
noble.
in. Yeah. So what we did is we sourced like for days before. He rented a house in Reno outside of Black Rock or whatever it's called.
Reno? You mean Palm Springs?
No, Reno, because it's up Northern California.
Burning Man?
Yeah.
I thought Burning Man was like close to Palm Springs.
No, up north. And so we sourced for days, and we prepped at this house that he Airbnb'd. And then we went into Burning Man, and we got to go in days early. I forget what what it was, because you're at camp and you're doing what. Also, we were feeding the artists. But I got to tell you, that is that should be a MasterChef challenge if they ever film around that time. So we took a regular kitchen stove with propane gas tanks, but we also had solar powered electricity. And so we were out there. We cooked
supplied from Daddy?
Yes, 2 weeks, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're making meals out in this fucking desert, and the sand is super fine. It gets in everything. You have to be so clean. You have to be so exact. You're relying on the solar power. But we made some phenomenal meals. One of the first nights we had all the artists come over. We did roasted chickens, roasted potatoes, salad, vegetables, herb, like a chimichurri. We brought in truffles. Oh man, it was, and you're just like, and you're standing around, these people are in crazy costumes, half naked or naked, and just like eating, and it's just one of the best experiences ever.
Right.
There's also really cool
tits.
Free nudity everywhere.
Yeah. Forever would be the best currency.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, you're beautiful. Come have some food. Thank you.
All right, I gotta pee.
All right, let's go. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to A Bunch of Losers with me, Derrick Fox. Please comment below if you guys have questions for any of these guests. I'm sure they would love to answer, and I'll answer as well. So let me know below. Also, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and then also make sure you're following us on Instagram, A Bunch of Losers with Derrick Fox, so you get the update on the new episodes. We will be launching them weekly. All right. Thanks, losers.
Action.